Okay, back together again. Seems to be working pretty well actually. It's been a bit of a fiddle and it's not an easy radio to set up. Long wave, medium wave and the first shortwave 2 and 3 bands are quite easy. But shortwave 1 was a real pain. It uses harmonics to get to the upper frequency range. And I can't get scale calibration right on shortwave 1, and it actually even suggests that in the original Hacker manual that you probably won't get it spot on, but it's quite a way out. You set it right at 12 megs, it's off at the high end frequency. Can't see how you're going to bring that in. I'm not that bothered, to be honest with you. The radio seems to work okay. I'm running off an external battery at the moment.
About the course order, which should have
long waves,
prevented her meeting up with her relatives.
certainly seems to be working
But
pretty
someone
well.
who knew her well.
Medium wave. Turn the signal generator off.
Means now that James is.
Bail. Too few players.
Information about yourself. I reckon over the time at school I did 4 presentations.
Were asked to speak. In short,
so sensitivity seems to come back pretty well on the medium and long wave bands. Now the problem I had was I had a problem with one of the AF116 transistors in the AF115, 116 in the IF amplifier that I replaced, that was leaky, and after I replaced that I realigned it and then also replaced the AF127 with the 116 as well, 115, 116, I can't remember which ones they were. Peaked the IF up, it all seemed fine, apart from it had drifted by about 10 kilohertz, so I reset the IF up and all seemed well, did an RF alignment on it. Pretty lackluster performance last night. I was a bit peed off with it really, because I thought, well, I expected it to perform slightly better than it was performing. Anyway, so I left it and I thought I'd have a new start on it this morning. Got it out this morning, tried it, pretty poor performance. So I thought, well, I'll go through an alignment once more. I thought I'll check the IF, and the IF had shifted again back the other way. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? I haven't touched anything since then. And then I realised when I was replacing the transistors, I cleaned all the bottom of the board with isopropanol. And I'm wondering if any of the IPAs got into the cores of the transformers and hadn't evaporated. So I reset the IF again, and I've gone through again and done an RF alignment again, and seem to be getting better results now. I need to go back and lock all the cores up, because the cores and lacquer radios, I don't know if anyone's had any experience with them, they use like a rubber band on the length of the core. Most of the rubber bands obviously have perished by now. So I need to drip some wax into the cores to seal them up. But what I think I'm going to do is I'll let the radio sit in the workshop for a week and dry out properly, because it's going to be quite hot in the next couple of days. Let it dry out, make sure all the humidity is out of any of the cores or anything like that. And then I'll just double check that the IF's still in an alignment, and we'll then I'll lock all the cores up. So this is the shortwave. I'm using an external aerial because I'm down in the dip. And this is shortwave 1. Just go through. It's very sensitive to adjustment. And as I say, shortwave 1's not great, but it will pick up stuff. Many interference and stuff. Band spray control.
Conférence de presse régulière du ministère chinois du Commerce, le porte-parole Shen Dongyong a répondu à des questions sur les échanges commerciaux et les investissements entre la Chine et ses
de la proximité du pape,
17 millones de personas Puebla.
сестры, братья.
सोने के हदिये खुदा के सुर पे
That's not even the average. I thought you just met his parents. What happened to you guys? You remember?
It's actually got a good sound on shortwave. That's not me. I don't know what that is. Morse code, continuous wave.
You're so unlucky. Exactly.
Now bear in mind, shortwave 1, the scale calibration isn't correct.
Exactly. You have no idea. His whole family looked at me with a straight.
The sound quality in shortwave is the best I've ever heard on any shortwave radio, actually. Considering the IF's been peaked rather than swept, which is what they suggest in the manual, the sound's excellent. Okay, so let's try shortwave 2. A single sideband.
Als Ministerpräsident. Er schlug Vermittlungsversuche.
What's wrong with him? Because he. On top of that, you and Song Ji Hao had a date. Gut, Rainer. Du machst Forschung über Sie.
I don't know if that's my oscillator drifting, I hope not. I think it's radio teletype, but it sounds more like the bloody clangers. Sensitivity seems to be pretty good, actually. After me saying how insensitive it was, it seems to be performing well.
وكان هذا الجسر ربما يمثل حاجة.
Okay, so that's working pretty well. So shortwave 3. And you can hear by that what I mean by that sort of distortion. Suppose when the signal fades out, which is fairly normal, you get a lot of distortion, which is, I think they used to call selective fading. I don't know if anyone remembers Radio Luxembourg, but that used to do the same thing. The signal used to fade out and leave the modulation, you get the distortion behind. And that's why Sony came up with their trick of synchronous detection to get the set would generate its own carrier wave, and should be able to resolve, in theory, the signal better. It's gone a bit dead now. I think this part of the band isn't used anymore. But yeah, the Hacker Herald, Hacker Helmsman, sorry, RP36. I'm quite pleased it's working as well as it is, because I never thought it was particularly good radio. I think otherwise now, I think it's actually performing pretty well on an external aerial. It's probably as good as any other sort of radio this era and this analog tuning radio. Thanks for watching, and more to come.